Okay, now do we have this thing here? Map scaffold potential height. Um, okay, they didn't do that yet. Okay, now you said why is the scaffold sun higher in the upper map? The scaffold, the vertical axis does not represent physical height. Well, then that should be very clear. It represents gravitational potential intensity, the depth or the height of the curvature. Lower sheet, the sun and the planet are on the same flat plane because physically they're just objects in space. Yeah, but yeah, that we've chosen to show on the same plane so that we can write, so that the difference here then should be somehow um, lined up with the sun here, like maybe a line that says here, mass or um, gravitational potential intensity, so that people understand, okay, when something is higher, it it's just higher so that it does not completely screw up this little, what is it, brain or whatever it is. Well, the curvaturing, what was it supposed to be? Still, not the curvature, because curvature does not move things, as we've talked about, automatically. I mean, I've never approached a bend and then suddenly my bicycle just started to go along the bend. No, that's just not happening. But so we call it bend cycling or curvaturing. And the sun is lifted or sunk dramatically, distorts the map most. The planet is lifted less because it has less mass. Yeah, I don't think honestly that if you're honest, that the mass of the planet does it have any influence here? I don't think so. So if it doesn't have any influence, shouldn't it be on the same level? Not entirely sure if I like this thing. And the other thing is, why does this Earth, the real Earth here, connect to this bent spacetime? That's not the way it's supposed to be either. That needs to be another color if you want to somehow show that these are connected in movement. Yeah, we need different colors for things, and we do need to add explanations for those colors as well as for height. So that has to be the Kepler whip. Yeah, lines that go from the vertex edges that do the Kepler whipping. Now, I think this is more like, yeah, some kind of a bondage version of the cat with nine tails or something, or looks more like one of these fiber optic lamps. What I meant was is that the Kepler whip comes from the sun, and from the middle of the sun or whatever. From the, I mean, you never worked that out. It kind of goes like this, and it whips the planets along. And that was the first idea that, yeah, that I think was historically, in Coastless Sleepwalkers, the first time that somebody actually paid attention to that subject that we've been fascinated with, and it became gravity. So if you want to do Kepler's whip, it should not be. Why would it come out of the North Pole, like, like this? This makes no sense. Remove the whole Kepler whip thing. Forget about it. Strict bisection. If I lock the vertical position of the spheres exactly to the grid height at their location. No, it doesn't. You can see that. Look, it can't be doing that strict bisection and be compatible with number one. So let's just start all over again in this regard. And let's just, this is fine. Keep this. make this exactly like this, yeah, except that the sun here is in the middle of this plane. Forget about vertical space up and mass and gravitational potential because that doesn't make it any more clear. What needs to make more clear? Extend this plane. It's still a light plane, light blue, uh, everywhere because it's basically it's not a real plane, and I don't think you have to put the green plane on here. Um, and then forget about these red things, and then get it so that this one mimics this one, except that these are made out of what is it? Lines, vertices. I don't know what to call these things, but that they're not real, and that should be it for the moment.